In a Promise is a Promise news. Submitted by Fortuneless Cookie. Damn.
Oh my god, I had one of those. I felt raped, man. I was like, what?
It's like a poem or something. It's not a fortune anymore.
Yeah, it's just a cookie.
For reals? It's a poem?
Wait, why?
I thought a Fortuneless Cookie is just without the paper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I have my own interpretation for that.
I wish you could crack open a cookie and it's just like, you are a piece of shit. And you're like, God damn it.
Probably a company that makes like shit-talking fortune cookies.
Yeah, it's like burns you.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody crack that open and like be across the room and see their expression on their face, like.
I know you can customize them.
Yeah, I would love that.
Oh, you should make your own. What
I would do that.
Troll cookie, troll fortune.
Well, no, you would just call it something
like you
nice,
have to
like a
have
fortune.
Call it Panda Fortune.
Heavenly fortune cookies or something, you know, something that sounds nicer, and then it's all like, you a piece of shit looking motherfucker, you know.
Fortune cookie.
I would love it. Your dad drove 20.
My dad?
You're not your dad.
No, hey.
Oh, right, a dad, my bad. I'm dyslexic today, which is a bad thing. I'm kidding. A dad drove 20,000 miles on an epic road trip to drop his daughter off at college. How the fuck? What's even 20,000 miles?
20,000? Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
The U.S. is what, like a couple thousand miles?
3,000 miles wide.
3,000 miles wide?
I think if you go.
Oh shit, really? It's only 3,000?
I think you go to like Maine to San Diego, it's something more, but not 20,000.
Well, it depends, but yeah.
Where the fuck did he come from? The tip of Chile all the way down to fucking North Pole or some shit?
And then you gotta drive home, dude?
Like this across the United States.
It's 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then you gotta drive home, though.
Wait, from coast to coast, it can't be just 3,000 miles. It's gotta be more than that.
Maybe 4 or 5? It can't be 6
Really?
at the most? I don't know. It's not. Let's look it up. How-
Because it's like 400 miles or something to Vegas, right? Or
Maybe
200 miles to Vegas?
No, it's not
Thousands.
400.
Thousands of miles, right?
It's like 80 miles to San Diego.
Oh, right.
How wide is the continental
around
U.S.?
2 to
It
300.
is 2,802 miles.
What?
Yeah, because a flight from here to Texas is like 1,700 miles or something.
Oh, that's halfway.
So this cat went from like the end of Russia to like
1,200, sorry.
the UK or something, or what?
From China all the way to Washington.
How? He swam?
Washington State.
The absolute fuck? You
The
could-
car was like driving through the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you get through the Bering Strait, dude?
He waited for the ice age.
Yeah, so this dad from China, he had made his daughter a promise,
That's a stupid promise.
saying that he would.
Or a cool one, because you get to see the world.
20,000 miles, that's pretty stupid.
Imagine seeing the world in a car for a very long time.
He probably
That's
spent.
a cute little vacation
He
for a
spent
dad.
more.
It's like a
After the
really
first
long
500
road trip.
miles, 500 miles maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Spent
then
more money on gas.
15,000 on top of that.
He spent more money on gas than like we'll see in 10 years.
It's not about the money, it's about the experience.
How many times did he change his tires and get an oil change?
Oh shit, that's right.
He ran the car to the ground.
You had to have had a couple oil changes.
Changed the batteries a couple times. Got the car
Let's
repainted.
do it every 5,000 miles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, if you listen to their bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
So you needed to have 4 oil changes.
I have 40,000 on my car right now. I haven't done no oil change.
Oh fuck.
And I ain't gonna. Because I think it's a bunch of government bullshit. No, I'm fucking kidding.
You could clearly see the
It's a
difference.
bunch of government bullshit. That's what I think.
Yeah, so this epic road trip took 108 days to complete.
So a third of a year?
Yep.
Just to get her to college?
Such a waste of time.
No, you just said.
You just said it's a beautiful story, you freaking hypocrite. Unbelievable.
I heard 108 days. I thought maybe.
So it's not the miles that got you, it's the days.
So if they would have done that many miles.
Maybe 30 days. Yeah.
Well, you think about it, she's from China, right? And she's going to
Washington.
college in here, right? Or Washington D.C. or Washington State. Yeah, so they're probably not gonna see each other like that much. So
But he
it's
has
kind
to
of like
see
going
her for
out.
like 3 months before, like she can't just fly back, a couple months later.
They could have had fun on the plane.
Can you tell me their route?
Okay, so they went through 26 countries. They started off on like the furthest east of China. Here, I'll actually show you guys. Well, it's really blurry, but because the photo's really small.
Yeah.
How'd they go fucking cross the Atlantic like that?
They drove all of this. They went through Russia all the way around, and then they ended up in the UK.
And they took the Atlantic Bridge
No, and then they took an
into the
airplane.
mainland United States. Makes sense to me.
No, then they flew into Chicago, and then they shipped their car over, and then they.
How much did that cost?
I'm not sure.
This cat's balling, dude.
But then from Chicago, they drove all the way down to LA because I guess they wanted to see LA.
Well, it's probably less than $1,000 to ship the car over, cause it costs me about $500 to ship a car over to Hawaii. So
500. But then what about across the Atlantic? Isn't that more?
Why don't you rent a car, dude?
I don't know. Oh no, I was giving it to family members. So yeah.
Yeah. So here's the father and daughter.
Oh, he has a Toyota. That thing will last forever. That's why.
Yeah. So
Tacoma?
A Tundra.
Tundra.
Not sponsored.
That's pretty cool.
So this isn't the first road trip that they did. A few years ago, they took a road trip up to the North Pole. Like the daughter took a year off of school.
It was a
And-
practice trip. It was a dry run.
Yeah.
Fucking North Pole.
4 years ago, the daughter took an entire year off of school, and then they traveled across to the North Pole together. And then that's when he said he made her a promise saying that he'd drive her to school if she got accepted to a college in the U.S. And so when she got her acceptance letter from a school in Seattle, that's when immediately they started planning out their road trip.
Was the North Pole like another bet? I'll drive to the North Pole if you can fucking make this shot in the. And fuck.
I
Gambling
didn't
ass
know you
Chinese
could drive
daddy.
to the North Pole.
I know you'd want to go to the North Pole.
Are there roads in the North Pole?
Maybe from China you can go there, but
I'd rather go to Reno
I actually want to go to Reno.
and stay at the Water Damage Hotel, which is every hotel in Reno.
Water damage
You know what I
hotel.
mean? It's like all kind of run down
I've never
shit.
been there before.
The best thing is when it's like, oh yeah, like I'm an entertainer. It's like, oh, where do you do shows? It's like, Reno. Yeah, it's like, ooh, shit.
What are you, 67?
Yeah.
Now that I've heard that they do this thing, this is the second time doing this. I think it's pretty cool.
It
Yeah.
was so sweet too at the end of this article.
Cause I thought they were just stupid and doing it for the first time, but
It's
this is something that.
How dare both of you
It's a fun thing.
have cynicism with me, please?
So he said this quote that I thought was really cute. He says, after she goes to college, there won't really be many opportunities in the future for me to spend so much time with her. She'll have her own life, so the least I could do is send her on to the next chapter of her life.
See, I told you. That's
cute.
why.
That
He's
is
not gonna have that much time with her, so that's like his farewell gift, because he knows from this point on she's gonna be partying, getting plastered, fucking dudes.
No, you know
she's
she's
gonna
gonna be
grow up
studying
and
really
being,
hard.
and she's gonna be studying some big.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's college life, girl.
Well, most family members don't like each other that much. That's why I was like, you're making a big mistake. But they actually do like each other that much, so it works out.
They had a great time.
Yeah, I didn't know you could drive to the North Pole. That shit's really interesting.
Because even really loving family members will get cabin fever after living together for like, let's say, a month.
Oh, that's happening.
But they spent 100 days together? That's crazy.
Yeah.
In a car, in a confined space like this?
I feel like a road trip is like a true test of like your relationship with like your family members, because it's like to be in the car for that long and to travel for that long, like you have to get along.
Fighting over radio stations?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, inconsistent bathroom schedules.
Yeah.
We're all going to the bathroom right now, every one of us, and then it's like 20 minutes later, like, I gotta go. It's like, we just fucking pulled over.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to hold it.
You're right.
Or do you think the worst is like getting a lecture about like the choices that you make in life and just like non-stop talking until they actually stop the car and you can get out?
Damn, what kind of
Yeah, I've never had that road trip.
Happens. Okay,
happened to me.
like for me, I know I can't really do a road trip with my parents because they just drive me up the wall because like
Like, you're wasting your life with this JK News stuff.
it's not that.
Asian
Blowing it. You're blowing it.
No, it's more of
Asian
like
parents
my
like
mom
that.
is like, you know, Julia, you're a girl. You shouldn't be drinking cold things. Cold things is so bad for your body. And
Oh, I hate your mom already.
and, like she like talks about stuff that doesn't make sense. I was like,
Cold things?
But like my brother, I was like, but Ben can drink cold water. And he was like, yeah, but he's a dude. I'm like, that makes no sense. A dude can drink it, but not me.
Well, if you think about it, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It makes no sense. And it's like so like I'm just sitting.
Well, because dudes can handle it. You can't handle your little girl.
What the fuck? I can handle
You
it.
cannot handle it.
Handle as much as a dude can handle
Drink
it.
my cold water.
I'm just fucking
It's
scared.
really cold. It's really cold.
Oh my god, someone show your mom this video.
It's gonna be so.
I don't believe it.
Wow, you're gonna finish the whole thing?
I'm like in a WWE video right now. I'm like, she's.
Wow.
I could hear your mom looking right now going, Aya, Julia.
You're
a girl, you're not supposed to touch water like that.
Hey.
I did it, Mom.
That's a good time.
But the argument was cold water, not chugging a lot of water.
I know.
Yeah, this one's cold water. Try this one. No, I'm just kidding.
You just give her all a bottle.
That was fucking impressive. I have to say.
I'll clap or no?
Thank you.
That's just, I mean, you know, Chinese magic doesn't believe in sexism.
Yeah,
It's just it's magic.
Yo, can you give me another water?
Oh, here.
Just drink my whole fucking water.
He's like, well, I don't want your germs. You can have my germs.
How do they start this relationship? Did they like do baby steps? Like let's drive to the next city over first, or they just started with the North Pole?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. They just give us the whole broad scope of the story, not really details.
You know what though? I came from a very dysfunctional family, but on road trips, it just took us out of everything. So it was like dope. Like we would just be singing in a car, listening to stuff, or like having deep ass conversations for miles and miles. And I loved road trips because of that. So I have these cool memories where like I'm not getting my ass beat or in trouble. We're just on our way to our destination, and it was really fun. So maybe, you know, it's the same here where like the road trips, they take them out of their shit.
Every day, huh?
Yeah, like whatever. Maybe he's not lecturing her. They're just talking about good memories, and like it's like a fun event. Because if I had that type of like I can't stand being in the room with her kind of relationship, I don't think I could do 180 days with my daughter. If that was, I'd be by the 50th day, I'm like, we're flying, bitch.
I couldn't do 108 days with anybody.
Not even Nikki?
Not even Nikki. Especially Nikki.
Well, Jess, like you're cool with your dad, right? Do you think you can travel with him for that long?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I feel like it would be pretty boring after the first couple. Well, I think it would be like this. Like you'd be cool for like half a day, and then it'd be hella silent, and you'd be like, well, this is But then eventually you're gonna figure out shit to talk about, and you're gonna really get closer to someone. It's kind of like you get over that hump of the weirdness, and then I think you'd probably. I think it's cute. I don't know about 20,000 miles though.
But they're probably stopping a lot. Like I'm pretty sure they planned out their trip, and they're just not like hauling ass and
Yeah,
driving
they planned it
the
out because
whole
they got
entire
visas
place.
and stuff.
Yeah, so you're stopping by and you're doing the tourism. So it's like you're stopping, you're checking out this, doing that, relaxing at the resort for like 3 days, and then you go to a next place and the next place. So you're not constantly in the car.
That also means they like eating the same stuff too. Like they have similar living habits where it becomes enjoyable to have like a partner go with you versus like just every stop is an excuse to fight about something.
They probably really get along because the wife didn't come along, and if she has siblings, they didn't come along.
Yeah, where is the wife and the siblings?
Yeah, there was no mention of wife or siblings.
It's daddy, daughter. That's cute.
They probably are very alike. That's why they can do it.
I could do this with my mom because
Your mama?
my mom. Yeah, my mom. My mom is
My mom.
My mom. Yeah, my mom.
Oh, okay.
Dude, my mom is so entertaining that she would spend, like, if you get her talking, like, she'll get to the point where she's like, and lizards control the government. And that's when I'm like,
That's where you get this fucking attitude from.
Oh, it's a blast, dude. But I love that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, and then what, Ma? And then she's like, well, they control they control all the world and the Illuminatis and
natties?
yeah, it just gets to be a blast, you know?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, hey, Mom, if the lizards control the world, then it makes sense if you think about it. See, I like help her out. Why, like, we're cool with global warming shit, like making the Earth hotter, because the lizards want the fucking Earth to be hotter. And she's like, that's exactly right. Holy shit, that's exactly right, Steven.
Were you a kid when she was saying this?
No, this is just me, like last week. No, but for me, it's like I'm pitching her like underhanded softballs, like Little League, and just watching her fucking bail them out of the park. And like I get to watch everyone go out.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Just Kidding News. And if you did really enjoy it, or if you have thoughts about what you just watched, leave a comment down below and let us know. And for the next video, click right up here.